Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Okay, today we are focusing on the winter solstice and the Great Conjunction. The Great Conjunction is Jupiter and Saturn meeting at 00 degree Aquarius, the closest they've been in the sky since 1226. So this is quite a rare moment for us to receive this energy of the merging of these two largest planets in the sky. The one thing about 2020 that has come to mind is that we have had so many days where the energies have doubled up. So December 21st, 2020 is not only the Great Conjunction, but it's also happening in the northern hemisphere, winter solstice, and in the southern hemisphere, summer solstice. I'll probably be focusing a little bit more on winter solstice as I'm located in the northern hemisphere, and I believe most of my viewership is. But we'll see what happens and see what spirit brings in. So, going back to summer solstice. Now, summer solstice also had a doubling up of huge energies where it was the solstice, longest day of the year, summer solstice, longest day of the year, June 21st, and it was also the day of the new moon in Cancer solar eclipse. So the solstices have had their juju really exponentially doubled this year. Power points beyond power points. So I never thought this message would come through, but we are going to focus mostly when it comes to the Great Conjunction, not on essentially just consciousness and the Great Awakening, but we're also going to focus on it being Aquarius and being at that double zero point. It is really new beginnings. And earlier today, I was doing a reading. Today, so you all know, is December 18th, 2020, Friday. So the eclipse is going to happen, I'm sorry, not the eclipse, winter solstice and the Great Conjunction. They are happening Monday, December 21st, 2020. So I'm doing this, about 3 days before this event. And when I was doing an Akashic record reading earlier today, an overall message for humanity came in about relationship and about partnership, romantic relationship. And we were talking about, the spirit and my team, they were talking about how this energy is one that is going to shift the paradigm, not only of the awakening of our consciousness, but the awakening of our consciousness in sacred union, in partnership, okay? And the last conjunction, this close with Saturn and Jupiter in 1226, experienced the creation, the writing of the tale of Tristan and Isolde. Tristan and Isolde were then, kind of interwoven into Arthur and the Round Table and Camelot and Guinevere and Lancelot. And then also, too, I felt that energy coming in. And then also, too, there was this energy about those old love triangles. These old love triangles, sometimes unrequited love, sometimes it was love that just, was star-crossed, Romeo and Juliet. And isn't that interesting that Romeo and Juliet are the archetypal star-crossed lovers, where we're going to see the two biggest planets, maybe stars, in the sky come together, not quite cross, but come completely together, okay? And so in union, or almost union, 0.01 degrees away. And so there has been in the mythology this star-crossed lover, this unrequited love, this love triangle energy that we have been living with since at least 1226, but I'm sure probably the vast majority of the last 4,000 years. And so we are really beginning to be able to grow out of the dynamic of codependency and into this new paradigm of sacred union. When I was focusing on this video earlier today, there was no way that I thought that I would pull a card from the Magdalen. This is the Magdalen deck, if you will. Okay, and this is about sacred union, about twin flame. So it's the Magdalen Oracle, and it's by Sharanda and Kumara. And she's also done the artwork. It's really, really pretty. Okay? So, in this place of this old relationship between partners, or this formation of a love triangle between three people, especially one woman and two men, what has been occurring is lots of heartbreak over the last, 4,000 years. Lots of heartbreak, resentment, bitterness, revenge, unrequited love, yearning, longing, all the themes pop songs are talking about. And so there is, you ought to know, okay? There we go. That's another anger. There's another example of it. Right now, there is a lot of energy around partners who've been desiring sacred union, especially women, waiting for their beloved to appear on the scene, to grow and come and meet them. Sometimes we are not all in that same place where everybody's single. And this is not about breaking up marriages, breaking up relationships. It's none of that. This is about the organic, natural dissolution of old relationships to move into a new relationship. And so some of us may have already dissolved and really healed that heartbreak of relationships 3, 4, 5 years ago, maybe 6 months ago, maybe 3 months ago. But there is not this lingering heartbreak, especially heartbreak that can go from lifetime to lifetime. Because just because you separate from one soul in one lifetime does not mean that you are done with it and the heartbreak's done and the longing and all that angst around unrequited love or love lost, whatever it is. This is coming to a place of neutrality now, a place of balance, where the healing of heartbreak and the acknowledgement of the blessings of being in sacred union, in sacred sexual union too, with a partner is able to really just be integrated so much more easily than it has in the past. Also, too, they're telling me that the karma that has been carried over from lifetime to lifetime regarding, these interplays of romantic relationship or marriage relationship is now at a place with this great conjunction to begin to really be eased and dissolved. So the huge part of the Great Awakening is the Great Awakening into this new paradigm of what relationship is, what partnership is in a romantic love situation with another human being or beings. So that being said, we're going to call upon Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, both who love me and humanity unconditionally. please be here now. What is the message that you have for humanity regarding this new paradigm of sacred union and this new Aquarian definition of twin flame relationship or of soul-to-soul relationship, as Mary Magdalen told me years ago? Okay. Oh, I guess we had 2 cards fly out. Okay, I'm going to go with the first one. Oh, interesting. It's the same. It's actually the same picture as what's on the beginning. Okay, so there we go. And this is Mary the Magdalene, anchoring divine love. Oh my gosh, I love when this comes through. Okay, so Mary the Magdalene, anchoring divine love. First part of the message. So, what is going on with the sacred union here is that Magdalene and Yeshua are coming together throughout all their incarnations, and also too as Lady Nada and Sananda, to help anchor all of these new paradigm energies around sacred union, around marriage, around relationship, any and all. They're coming up into 5th dimensional plus consciousness. Okay, so the drama is now being dissolved into understanding, experience, and deriving the wisdom from the experience, rather than wallowing in the pain and the heartache and the heartbreak and maybe the resentment or the longing and the yearning. Now that integration, because of the upgrades all year in our cellular structure, they are really coming into this place where they're being activated online by this great conjunction on winter solstice. So, winter solstice being the longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere, you are being asked to take some time, be still, be silent, meditate. Even if you can lie down for a minute in Shavasana or 5 minutes in Shavasana, just doing that, what you're going to do is you're going to receive the new light codes. They're actually light codes coming in, of course. I should have known that, right? There are new light codes that are coming in that we are integrating on winter solstice that are in this alignment of the great conjunction. And so this doorway was opened on the 8/8 portal, the Lion's Gate. And so we're going to really see a transformation in relationship from what we've been experiencing for 5,000 years into this upgrading that will be more or less complete, I'm hearing. They're showing me August 8th, 2021, so the next Lion's Gate. So what this means for humanity is that not everything is going away, but we are going to be in a place where we can really derive the wisdom and bless all of those who we have been in a relationship with in some way, shape, or form. This is also going to, oh my gosh, I think it's also going to change like the way of what film is about. You know, we have so many love stories that are always based on this kind of theme, right? And so now we're going to see a change culturally in the collective. This is the Aquarius part of the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. In Aquarius, the Aquarius part is revolutionary new point of view, an innovative future-forward point of view. And this point of view across humanity is how we view romantic relationship, how we view marriage, how we view the masculine or the male role, or the female or the feminine role in this new sacred partnership. So the game is changing. Everything that we may have known before is not going away at once, but what it is doing is it is transcending the old way of being and So this is what Mary Magdalene has been waiting for 2,000 years after her incarnation as Mary Magdalene. And so, what is the second part of this? Oh, I love it. Mother Mary is one of my big guides, and she's the other one here. Mother Mary. It says, Mother Mary and the angels of mercy hear your prayers. Mother Mary and the angels of mercy hear your prayers. Okay, so in my book, I have always, being Rose lineage, the way that I look at sacred partnership is that you have Isis and Osiris, and then you have, or actually, we'll start at the top. We have Hathor and Horus in sacred partnership, the Heteru. And then we have Isis and Osiris in sacred partnership. And then we have Mother Mary and Joseph in sacred partnership. And then we have Mary Magdalene and Yeshua in sacred partnership. All of these form the Rose lineage, or the base of the trunk, the foundation of the Rose lineage, from what I have been given from Spirit, and also from a few other teachers, okay? And so, Mother Mary, in my book, is the teacher of Mary Magdalene, and so in that lifetime. And so she was one of her teachers of the Egyptian mysteries. And Mary Magdalene learned much about sacred union from Mother Mary through the Egyptian mysteries. So these two powerhouses, divine feminine beings, are coming through on winter solstice, summer solstice, for all of us to be able to integrate, to put into the world our sacred intention for sacred union. For those of you who have been desiring partnership, sacred union, sacred sexual tantric experiences with the partner who's for your best and highest good. This winter solstice great conjunction energy can really begin to form that intention into reality. This is where, I was told a while back, this is where the rubber meets the road by Spirit. And when it comes to romantic relationship, and I think romantic personally is even too light of a word, but that's the only one I can use to describe it, so that we're differentiating between friendship and familial relationship to romantic. And so sacred partnership, sacred union, these two divine feminine powerhouses are really helping to usher that in through the foundational wisdom that they acquired as human beings on this planet through all the lineages of love. All the lineages of love. Mary Magdalene came to me in about 2013. I think it was February 2013. So that was only a little bit after December 21st, 2012, right? And so she came to me and she said that there is the twin flame, because I had just spent time with my twin flame and it was done. That relationship was over. And in many places I was already hearing like, well, your twin flame is it. And it's like, what? You mean I'm going to be single the rest of my entire life? And she came in and I was really, really, really like kind of bummed about this. And she came in and she's like, no. There are so many levels to this twin flame. And the one level that I am going to talk about is the soul-to-soul relationship. And so the soul-to-soul relationship is almost like an elevated twin flame type of relationship. And the elevated twin flame, in this case, I believe, is a fifth dimensional plus twin flame relationship. It's the type of relationship that Mary Magdalene and Yeshua represent. Mother Mary and Joseph represent. And so we are in this place and time right now to begin to open up the doorway on Monday, the 21st of December, winter solstice, summer solstice, the great conjunction, where the Christmas star, they called it the Christmas star, when Jupiter and Saturn come into such close conjunction, where they meet. Some people say it looks like it'll look like one big bright star in the sky. And back in 1226, that's what they saw, and they called it the Christmas star. We'll see, obviously, if you can remember, maybe. I don't know if I was probably around 1226, but I don't have any memory of the Christmas star. But I'm going to go out and take a look on Monday night after sunset and see if I can see Jupiter and Saturn in the sky as this one star. So the merging of these two planets is the merging that is going to be represented by the sacred union energy of the highest 5D Christ consciousness, 5D plus Christ consciousness coming in. This is the message. Okay. So I'm going to finish up by pulling a blessings card. And this is coming from the Blessed Bee deck by Lucy Cavendish. And to me, this is such a winter solstice vibe. And I got this deck last year, I don't know, maybe a month at the most before winter solstice. And all during leading up to and after winter solstice, I was using this deck. And I really, to me, it has such a beautiful vibration. And Spirit is actually telling me to pull two messages. And the first message in alignment with this new paradigm of sacred union of 5D plus. Ooh! Well, we could have tons of blessings here, right? Coming in is the message that they want to bring in regarding this new paradigm of relationship. Okay. I love it. So funny. So, this is a blessing to bring prosperity. Oh, a blessing to bring prosperity. So, a blessing to bring prosperity. So, this is the prosperity of love, the prosperity of romance and of fun and of amazing, sacred sexual experiences, of really sacred partnership, of two whole human beings coming together. And when I'm saying whole, I'm talking about this merging of the divine feminine and the divine masculine. This has also been a message that has been coming through. This merging within each and every one of us of the divine feminine and the divine masculine energies, where we within ourselves come into fullness and balance and completeness. And we then partner with one of the same. Now, this whole thing about you complete me is a part of that old, it falls into that category of the love triangle, unrequited love, on and on and on. That's old 3D paradigm. We are now ready to be in full prosperity. Also, the other thing about Tristan and Isolde, and about, we know, Guinevere and Arthur, is that both women gave up the men that they really, really loved with all their hearts to be in a marriage that was more of a business partnership, if you will. Yes, Guinevere, I'm sure, did love Arthur, and Isolde loved King Mark of Cornwall. However, they were not their chosen heartfelt partners. They weren't their first choice. And so there is this, they gave up for other reasons the full abundance and prosperity of what love can offer them. And the one thing that we know, no matter what in this world right now, is that love will always prevail. Mary Magdalene said to me, there is only love. And so now, as we move into what may seem like darker times, keeping in mind that love can prevail, that coming into partnership, union with community and with the beloveds will be a catalyst for love prevailing. Okay. And overall, the blessing for winter solstice for each and every one of you is, oh, here we go. Oh boy. Okay. So interesting. A blessing on a battle that cannot be avoided. So, this brings in the warrior quality now on winter solstice. So just allowing yourself to, in this longest night of the year, to be embodying the sacred warrior. And, this is it. This is really the message. Okay, the sacred warrior. What is the sacred warrior? The sacred warrior protects the innocent. And the sacred warrior is one whose favorite word is no. This is about boundaries. If we go back and look at these old mythologies of Tristan and Isolde and Guinevere and Arthur and Juliet and Romeo, it's all like, especially when it comes to the women are not allowed or cannot or will not say no. Or they are culturally, they're unable to say no and set strong, firm, healthy boundaries for who and what man they fall into partnership with. And so, what is being protected here is our ability, whether you're male or female, to set strong, healthy boundaries in relationship. This is a dynamic, pertinent piece of this 5D plus sacred union paradigm. Maybe the most pertinent piece is saying yes when you mean it, saying no when you mean it, and the parties receiving those answers, respecting them. So these old energies that cause codependency begin to dissolve. This is the greatest blessing. You have to understand, in 200 years, this is only the second time that we have not had the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, the Great Conjunction, in Earth signs. Interestingly enough, in 1991, it was in the sign of Libra, which rules marriage. So here we are, 30 years later, almost, 29 years later. I love that, right? I hope I did the math right. When I'm in the state, it's really tough for me to do math. So here we are in 2020, in another air sign of the future, of the Aquarian age, of a new way of being, of Christ consciousness, of raising up the vibration. And this is the vibration that's coming through. Okay, everyone. If you like this video, oh wow. Just so many blessings to you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it. So many blessings to you for winter solstice and the great conjunction here. And I'm just feeling more and more Mary Magdalene energy coming in, actually across the winter. Bye now.